Hi, Jaden.
Oh, that's where Alyssa.
There it is, Taylor.
Okay.
This is. Hi, I'm Jessie.
I'm Taylor.
We are joining you for the next hour. I'm excited. Yep, Taylor is new to live streams, so they're. How do you pronounce their name?
Huang?
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 I hope
sorry.
that's everything, Shaden. Hello. Hi, Erin. Hi, Pixie Flutters. Hello. Thank you. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Alice. Is that an I? I can't see it. Alicio?
Alicio?
Alicio. Hi, Bubba Jenkins. You've been around. Oh, hi. Oh, it's good to be here. We just, oh, Taylor, I guess introduce, you haven't been on live stream yet, so.
Yeah. Hello.
Take it away.
My name's Taylor. I am a keeper and educator here at Animal Wonders. So most of the time, I'm behind the scenes running around while this is being set up. And I'm just running around feeding everybody and closing down. But yeah, so today I'm going to be here for the live stream. So if you have questions for me specifically, feel free to throw them in. Augusto is sitting behind the camera, and he's going to help us with some of those questions.
He's in the chat, and real quick, everyone say hi to Britt in the chat. She is our moderator today, and she so kindly joins us each month, and she is the host for a couple channels. She's a host on SciShow Psych, but also her own channel called Nature League. And if you would like to think deeply about nature and all the things it involves, go check out Nature League because she has a lot of cool things to say and fun ways to say it. So thank you, Britt, for being here. And let's see, today we have some exciting animals to share with you. And of course, we're going to have animals on the stream.
Have to have them.
We are currently located, I need a chapstick break.
Another question for Taylor. What's your favorite groom expression?
Oh, Groot?
Groot!
Oh, okay. I was like, huh? Probably excited. Excited Groot.
Let's be excited, Groot. I actually surprised Taylor today. I said, hey, you want to be on the live stream?
Yeah, and my first question was, is Groot okay?
Absolutely. So we are currently in the Mammal Room, just like set up in the middle of everything because we don't have a studio. We set up wherever. And we're surrounded by animals. We've got Sunny the Tarocco behind us. Hi. She's been very social lately. And up above we have Cheeks, the Netherland dwarf rabbit, in his retirement little tiny enclosure that he refuses to let us upgrade or change or anything.
Yep.
And right over there, Kimosabi was sleeping, but he just woke up and he's climbing around licking things.
Yep.
But we're surrounded by animals here, and I wanted to give a big thank you to all of our patrons, big time. When we do a live stream, we don't get to put their names in the description. I guess I could, but I try and do that on other videos. And so I wanted to make sure that I had a big thank you right here to all of our patrons who help us continue making the channel and spending all the time creating the videos and the content that we get to share with you. But also other donors as well for helping us take care of all of the animals that end up here. Through whatever happened in their life, they needed a safe place to stay, and you are helping us provide that safety to them. So thank you, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. I already have some questions. Okay, we're racking up some questions. That's good. Oh yes, you're talking about some live stream. We might not continue live streams. This might be the last one. We haven't decided yet. You can help us decide. I know you'll probably say you want more, but I want to think about it a little bit more. We started doing live streams to help alleviate the time it takes to edit and film and talk Talk to us about this summer. How was this summer?
Very, very, very busy. So it's probably something that I don't think we've ever shown specifically, but in the room where we prepare food and diets, which is right that way, we have this big calendar. So when I come in the morning, the first thing I do is I look at it and I'm like, okay, do we have any shows? Who's gonna be in today? Do I have any help? Am I cleaning everything by myself? Do I need to do it really fast to get to a show? And this summer, that calendar had a show pretty much every single day, and they're in blue, so I would just see blue, 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 and it was just never ending. So we had very little time to get to extra stuff, essentially. There was a lot of racing around, which is awesome. There was lots of shows. It was a lot of fun, but we were just very, very busy.
So busy. We brought in extra staff to help care for the animals. And anyway, so editing the last 4 months, has been like flying by the seat of my pants. So the live streams were to help take 1 week away where I wouldn't have to spend time filming and editing and creating that content. And also, I was really excited to spend time with you, just like to be like kind of in this give and take space where I could talk to you, I could see the things you're doing. Please don't stop. I know, love, I'm okay. Oh, I like this question. Pixie Flutter says, how are you doing? So I know this is a big transition, but that's why we're doing live streams. That's why we started live streams. And we haven't quite decided if we're going to move away from that. And just do all video, like edited video content again, or continue this. But I like that question, so let's segue. Taylor, how are you?
Good. It's been a good day. It's nice. This was one of my first days with no shows. So I love doing shows, but it's also nice because these are days where instead of like sprinting around, I get to actually go and like, okay, Scarlett, how are you doing? Can we groom today? Can we hang out? I got to bring Romeo out. I got to check in with Lollipop and some of the other animals. So today was a good day. I got to just kind of check in with everybody, which was nice. I could move slow.
Nice days.
Take my time.
Sometimes it feels like we're in have you ever watched Chopped?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of feels like we're in the kitchen. We're like behind, and we're like constantly like running around, just like, yeah. Sometimes it feels like that here.
How are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Today was a good day. I started some projects. Gosh, I love projects. I love improvement projects. That's probably where a lot of my passion lies. And so I got to think about those and then actually start a couple of them. And so. Oh, it feels good because I'm improving the life of the animal. I get to be creative. I get to work with my hands, and so it's kind of like all of my passions put together. And so, yeah, it was a good day. And then I get to spend it with you guys. That's a great. Let's get to some questions. And an animal. I told you this goes by fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Jennifer Jerry had a question. Have any of the animals done something that has absolutely baffled you? Like, how did you move that? Why are you wet? Things like that.
I have a good one.
Yeah, go.
Okay, so Scarlett is our green macaw, and she's one that I've been working with for a while in training, and I know she can say lots of things, and she says them whenever she wants, but one that I didn't know, I was in the bird room, and Joy had gone down to the ground somehow, and I was like, I need to get you back up on your perch. So I got a stick, and I went to move it in front of Joy, and anytime I'm asking a bird to step up, I say, step up, just so they know what I want, and we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So I went to move the stick in front of Joy, and Scarlett went, step up. And I was like, when did you learn that? I didn't teach her that.
That's cute.
So every once in a while, even other birds now, if I'm trying to get them to step up, I just hear, step up.
Oh my gosh, that's
Step
cute.
up.
Oh, she's so helpful.
Yeah, she thinks she's helpful.
I like it. I have a good one too. Remember when we gave Gaia, the 3-banded armadillo, a mini hay bale?
Yeah.
And hey, Wicked Wildlife. They just donated. Thank you so much for your support. And Wicked Wildlife has their own video channel, or their own YouTube channel, and they are doing some amazing stuff in Australia and doing some great education. So if you can, go check them out. Thank you so much for the support.
Do you want to read his message?
And yeah, you can say this one.
Oh,
should
I was like, it moved away.
And he said, thanks for your advice regarding target training our red-tailed black cockatoo. It's doing great and hoping he's on his way to becoming an educational ambassador for us. Love your work, guys. Oh, that makes me so happy. Dealing with taking in birds that aren't trained and have, some behavioral challenges or haven't been treated well by humans or basically haven't been trained, especially a cockatoo. That's intimidating. I'm so glad target training is working out. That is amazing. Yay, I'm really excited.
Another donation by a fairy hedgehog.
Okay.
And the question is Pascal okay?
Yeah. So
Talk about it.
I can give you guys an update on Pascal. I took him home last Friday, and my fiance he loves geckos. So he's Hawaiian, and his middle name, fun fact, is Kuama'o, which means the backbone of the gecko. And for his family and their culture, a gecko is important for their family. So it translates literally as backbone of the gecko, but it figuratively means backbone of the family. So he's always loved geckos, and they're super important. So I was super, super happy when I found out that this little guy needed a home. So we took him home. Tori loves him. They're having a blast. He loves everything he does. Yeah. And he's doing great. We put him in his new enclosure. I haven't put his new substrate in because it just got here yesterday. But he's cruising around, checking out all his hides. He has one that's full of moss, and I just find little trails of moss all over. So he's doing great. But thank you guys for asking about him.
I should post another picture. His tail was so thin when he first came in, and just last week you took him. But before that, I got some more pictures, and I should post a picture of how thick his tail has gotten already. He's just making such incredible progress. So yay!
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he went to you. Oh, excitement over there. Lots of banging.
Cabby's got spooked by something.
Each other? I don't know. All right.
Do you want to get an animal?
Yeah, let's get an animal. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Any other questions?
Any Taylor questions?
Here, there we go. There's one right at the top.
My favorite reptile. My favorite reptile that we have here is probably Loki. I just think he's super fun. There's a lot of fun things that I can talk to kids about for him. One of my particular favorites I love talking about the scales on his chin because he's a male, so he gets these bright pink and blue hues on the scales by his chin. And I love talking about just how cool that is and how neat it is. And I love when kiddos notice it and they're like, why does he have that? And I'm like, ooh, let me tell you. So I really enjoy Loki. And he just he's so spunky. He has so much personality.
Yeah.
So he's one that I really enjoy.
All right, I have an animal. Here he is. We brought him on last live stream. And here, Taylor, you're going to be in charge of handling him.
All right.
And I don't know if you watched the live stream that Tickles shut the stream off.
No.
don't let him
turn it off.
Don't let him go on the laptop.
Hey, buds.
But I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer so we can get...
Here's a question about the guinea pigs. Pixie Flutters has 4 guinea pigs currently, and the girls will be spayed soon, she says. Any advice? Perhaps after maybe they've been spayed? Maybe that's what she's thinking about, or
just make sure, I guess, after surgery, make sure they get plenty of fiber so that you're giving them long fibered hay, free-fed, which means at all times. They shouldn't be limited at all. And follow up with your vet if there's any problems. Let's see. There we go. He's a cutie. All right, so I guess that's it. Follow up with another question if you have anything more specific that we didn't cover in that short answer. This is our newest little show, Guinea Pig, and we brought him on the live stream last month, and you can see his back. He had where we had that neat pattern on his back, and we were trying to come up with a name for him. And you had so many good options or suggestions, I guess, in the comments. And he's shedding. Look at this. Look at this long fur. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's just like there's some random long furs in there. You had so many good name suggestions there going through the stream, and I didn't get to see them all because they were going so fast. But one stood out, and I can't remember who suggested it. So if you suggested this, let me know. This is officially Ravioli.
I love that name. I was watching that live stream, and when I heard Ravioli, I was like, yes, Ravioli, pick that one.
It's my favorite. There you go.
I love that he keeps pausing, like, what?
It's like, am I supposed to be doing something now?
Okay, I'll keep munching.
Just eat your apple. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're awesome. He's so good. He's been doing a lot of presentations. We've been doing a lot of shows, and so it's been, I'm going to put this back up here. And so it's been really nice to, is that good? There we go.
Yep.
A little down there. There we go. To have him out and just so good. Some guinea pigs can be skittish, but he's amazing, and I love his little hairdo. It's just so good. So I just wanted to introduce you to him, and did anyone claim saying that they made the ravioli suggestion?
No, not yet. No.
Here's a question. So Taylor was during the beginning of the pandemic when everything got closed down here in the States, or in Montana, I should say, in March. We had to figure out what was happening. You know, how contagious is this? Is it going to be transferred to the animals? And everything got wonky, and we had to kind of pull everyone back and kind of be in isolation until we could figure out where to go from there. And so Taylor was out here for a couple months.
Yeah.
You were working remotely as best you could. So, Art with Heart asked, who is the creature who was most delighted to see you when you came back?
Probably Scarlet.
Yes. What is Scarlet?
The green-winged macaw. Yeah, Scarlet was probably the most excited because she was the one I'd been working with the closest, like specifically. The mammals, I mean, they seemed normal. They weren't like...
They've been getting all the attention. Like, Scarlet's probably the one that she bonded to you.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wasn't getting the same relationship that she needed from me, like that she gets from you. And so, yeah.
Yeah, and it was cute because I was outside. Because when I first came back, I was able to start working again, but I was doing mostly outdoor things, just to keep spread down, things like that. So I was bopping around outside, and Jessi had brought Scarlet out to sit on a perch and get some sunshine and outside time.
Yeah.
And I walked by, and I just saw Scarlet go, and I was like, hi. And then she was talking, and she was so excited, so then I had to go over and like hang out with her, but she was pumped. And at first I think she was like, wait a second, is that
I see her.
But yeah, that was cute.
You have a donation from Althea C.
Althea, thank you so much for your support. You have been a big supporter for a while now, and it's so good to see you in the chats. And just thank you for being part of our community and helping us do what we do. And thank you. All right, more questions.
What's a cute starter exotic pet by Bella P? What's a good starter
Like,
a cute one.
Oh, I don't like these questions. They're so hard because, okay, here's why they're so hard. I like the question. I like that you're asking the question. Mm-hmm. The reason it's hard for me to answer it is because it's so individual. It depends on your personality. It depends on your lifestyle. So what time do you have available? It depends on your housing situation. So do you live in somebody else's house, like your parents? Or do you own your own house? Are you in an apartment? Do you have a ranch? Like, it totally depends. So I would say some general ones to look into are guinea pigs, rabbits, leopard geckos, corn snakes, budgerigars. All of those guys might fit your lifestyle. So check out those ones first. And then top number 1 pet, I would say, besides dogs and cats. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Rats.
Yes.
I had to think for a second, then I was like, oh yeah, rats.
Rats, definitely. They are one of the most wonderful pets. They're small, and they're social, and they're smart, and
they don't take up tons of space necessarily. Like you bring them out to interact, but they don't need tons of space.
they don't eat hay.
No, it's not like they're not expensive.
They don't live 60 years.
Yeah.
Which is also a downside. But then you're not stuck with, caring for an animal that you're not sure that you enjoy for 60 years, and then not giving them a great life.
Or like having to rehome if you're a teenager and then you go to college.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about.
Yeah. So rats, 1,000 times
We have
rats.
a donation from Jennifer Jerry. Question: Are any parrots carnivorous? Those raptor beaks. Jessi, how's your Spanish coming? Question mark. Do the parrots speak Spanish? Being from South America.
Feels like I'm put on the spot.
Yep.
Come on, Jennifer. I've been busy. Let's see. Are there any carnivorous parrots? Well, parrots. I got guinea pig fur in my mouth. It's still there.
I was gonna say I can still see it, but I don't want to just like reach over.
Don't reach in my mouth. Carnivorous parrot. So any parrot could, depending on the personality, eat another animal. But do any of them like specifically? Bosses don't, do they? I can't. That's a hard one. I don't think there's like specific ones where they like need meat, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna check into it when we're done with this, because that's a great question. An unusual one that a lot of people don't know is toucans. Toucans, they are definitely omnivores. They eat other animals. They actively hunt other animals, birds and small rodents, and bugs, as well as eating fruits. So I know that. But I'm gonna check out the parrot one. So my Spanish, I mean, it's better when I'm around, Augusto's family all the time, or when I'm in Peru and I can't talk to anyone unless it's in Spanish. So I'm better then, but not after a summer like we've had.
Yeah.
Talking to a lot of English speakers. Getting there. It's still there a little bit. All right. So what I'd like to do is prepare for our next animal. But Taylor, there's a couple here.
Okay.
On the top here that we might want to, I'm going to say, put ravioli back. Good job, little buddy. And I'm going to go get our next animal.
All right. Have you guys ever been scared of any kind of animals? When I was younger, I was a little bit nervous about snakes. Like, I loved watching Animal Planet snake stuff. I was super fascinated by it. But my mom is terrified of snakes. So when I was younger, I was a little bit nervous around snakes just because she was, and I'd never interacted with them. But once I started working with them at internships and volunteer places, and once I understood them a little bit better, that kind of calmed. So I don't know if there's any that I'm afraid of. I don't love worms. That's like the one animal that kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I know that they're there, and that's awesome. They do worm things, and that's great. But I don't really want to touch them myself.
Would you like to come out?
I just like, I don't know, when you touch them and they wriggle, it kind of makes my skin like, ugh.
Hi, buddy.
So, don't love worms. I'll work with them if I have to. But if I can avoid it, I'll not touch them. So, worms. Have any of the animals gotten COVID? No, thankfully. Thankfully, no. Knock on wood, wherever it is around. The animals I guess we were most concerned about were Lollipop, our skunk, because there was some evidence that animals in her family were able to catch COVID. So we were worried about Lollipop. She's been totally safe, hasn't caught it. And then the other one we were really worried about is behind me, bouncing around, and that is Mimi, our black tufted marmoset. And monkeys are very, oh sorry, what?
And one more question.
Oh, okay. I was like, marmosets are pretty closely related to primates in general, are closely related to humans, so it's easy for diseases to pass back and forth. So we were definitely very concerned and worried about her catching COVID. She has not, which is awesome. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
Because don't want to give her medicine, honestly.
Taylor, I have our next guest here.
Yes, so our next guest is coming in, and this is Ringo.
You can see him. He has a little tail. This is Ringo. Ringo is a raccoon. Hi, buddy. We were able to take, he's totally going to go on that laptop. I am so sorry in advance if he turns off the live stream. So thank you. I'm going to say thank you for joining us just in case we're lost.
Here's one donation just came through.
Hey!
Sean C. If no one has asked yet, how is the new little beaver? Is she officially staying? Does Huckleberry have a new sister?
Oh, good question. Okay, we'll tackle that next. Thank you for the support. All right, Ringo here. We were able to take him in last fall, and thanks to all of you who helped support us. And he is a non-releasable raccoon. He is way too friendly. He just hangs out with us. I should say, he's friendly for a raccoon.
Yes.
He hangs out with him on his own. He hangs out with us on his own terms. So he's really good right now. But as soon as he gets bored, he's going to become a handful. I will not be able to contain this chaos. But look how calm he is right now. He's just so chill. Oh, he's like, yes, no.
Now I will escape.
He's getting big though. So he is doing really good. He is a neutered male, and so generally when they get old and mature, they go back into their wild type behaviors, and he didn't so much. He did a little bit. He's a little more bitey than he was. He's got something on his head. I'm trying to get it off.
I was trying to pick at that yesterday.
I got it. He's like, I thank you. So far he's really good. He still hasn't done shows yet because he is unpredictable in his travel crate. Sometimes he loves it, and sometimes he definitely doesn't love it. But we're still getting there, huh? Don't lick me in the face. That's gross. That's gross. So I thought it was going to be way more chaotic, but look at him. He's just so chill. Hi, you say hi. Thank you. Yeah, we can talk about the beaver as I rock this raccoon child.
He looks like he's just hugging back.
He's doing really good. He used to get a lot more panicked when I would walk him. He likes doing that. Stop it. What I want him to do, I want to be able to not hug him because this isn't great for like educational presentations. I would like him, he let go of me, to be able to be like this, like. Don't turn, like this. Like if I could hold him like this, he's like, no. See, like everything's on his terms.
Is he as soft as he looks?
Oof. No, he's not super soft. He's like a rough-coated dog.
Yeah, like if you get really under his fur, like it's softer.
Sure.
But
right there. Kind of feels like cat fur there underneath, but like all these guard hairs. No, he's more like a rough-haired dog.
Yeah.
And then he's very, very. I think you can see that he is very clingy. He's got really good claws, and it's. I bet he's right on my mic, and I bet this is very furry. You're getting a very furry audio experience. But if he doesn't want to come off you, he's velcroed onto you, and he's scratchy. But yes, I wanted to show him. Look at this boy. Let's see if I can flip him around here. Can you no. Nope. It is what it is. Oh my goodness. Here, I'll stand back here. Do you want to? Oof.
You'll have to squatch if you're
No, I can't squat. We're gonna have to sit down, buddy. Hi. He keeps nose punching me. We usually don't sit down, do we? So I was hoping that we might be able to take in another raccoon at some point because these guys are very social. He just got scared by a noise. It's just the cabbies over there. No worries. So we would be open to taking in another non-releasable raccoon as long as they got along. And that's kind of a segue into What's going on with Paya the baby beaver? She is, it's still up in the air, but we have been trying to do introductions with Huckleberry, and it's not going great. So I'm going to do a video all about it and tell you all the details, but that's a little snippet I can give you right now. She's doing wonderful. She's growing well. She's putting on weight now, and that makes us really happy. And so we are still trying to find exactly what her future is going to be. So stay tuned, I guess. Us too. We're all staying tuned.
Yeah.
She's cute though. Oh my goodness. Hi, buddies. Here. Oh, let's get you close up into the camera. See if we can get some raccoon face in there. Am I in the camera?
A little
Goose,
bit
I'm gonna
lower
need
for
help
him.
here. I can't wield a camera and a raccoon at the same time. That seems like too much power.
Raccoon.
Can you
and
take it off of
camera
there?
powers.
Nope, just lift it off. Just lift it off. Oh gosh.
No, it's on there.
Nope. All right, point it right at him.
You gotta.
Up a little bit. Now you can see his little face. Up a little higher. Yeah.
What do you think, buddy? It's starting to become chaos. What's going on? Hi. Oh, down on the table. Ugh.
We're good at chaos here.
He
He just pancaked.
We call this pancaking when we try and pick up an animal and they splat themselves. Look at you, buddies. Oh, he's doing good. He's getting hefty. He's gaining weight for winter. Oh, he just licked me. Thank you, buddy. He's putting on some weight now. He slimmed down for fall, for summer. And now he's doing good again. Here, go, bud. You want to stand on my leg for a sec? You're getting so heavy. There you go. All right, do we have any other questions, Taylor?
For him specifically?
I don't know.
Or
What do you
just in
think?
general?
Goose?
Can parrots drink tomato soup? That's a question.
Can parrots drink tomato soup?
I would not give them anything in the nightshade family. So tomatoes and potatoes are things I would stay away from. So I would say no to that. I mean, they can, physically they can, but it would not be good for them. Oh, buddies, you're great.
Somebody asked, how long do raccoons live?
In the wild, let's see, I'm trying to get that. There we go.
Oh, that's a cute one.
In the wild, these guys live a couple years, like 4-ish years. They just have to contend with a lot of parasites, illnesses, predators, trying to find the right kinds of food, staying away from poisonous critters, things that'll hurt them, cars, dogs. And then in captivity, they can live like 15 to 20 years. So they have a much better chance if someone's looking after them and giving them medication when they need it, and just giving them a place to be when they're old and slow. Good job, buddy. Look at his awesome little hand. They have incredibly sensitive pads to their fingers, and it's so awkward to bend over like that, Goose. If you could lift it up, that'd be nice.
Can't say where.
There, right there. So they're constantly feeling. One of my favorite things is to watch them. Hey, are we just doing this right now? Or are you gonna bite my nose? Don't. Now I have raccoons. Are you getting hot? I'm getting hot too. I think we're gonna have to put raccoon buddy back. Ringo back. I was gonna say my favorite thing to do is watch them pay attention to one thing while they're feeling something else. And it's almost like they have like two brains going on at the same time. Hi, buddies. You're great. Say goodbye to everyone, okay? Say goodbye. Too hot in here, huh? We got all the lights going. There you go. Not too much chaos.
No, it wasn't that bad. He didn't turn
funny.
the live stream off.
He
That's
didn't.
good. Better than
That is a
tickles.
good thing. Oh, he's climbing down my leg now.
Nice,
Good,
cool.
Taylor, you're
Yes.
on camera.
Scooch it so they can see her side a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. Cool. Let me see what other questions we have. Taylor, what is your area of expertise? I don't know. I did spend a summer interning at a wildlife rehab center. So sometimes when we're trying to come up with video ideas, I tend to be the one who suggests stuff about like native animals or wildlife. So I suggested the deer videos, what to do if you find a fawn, what to do if you find a baby bird, chronic wasting disease in deer. So I'm not an expert by any means at those topics. I'm just really passionate about wildlife, but I don't know if I'm an expert in anything. I don't want to say I'm an expert at anything, I guess.
You are a professional, I would say, in a lot of aspects. You're very knowledgeable and you're very experienced. Yeah, expert.
I just don't like that word.
I like avoiding that word as well. Yeah, I'm not an expert in anything.
I was like,
not even myself.
Taylor, what animal are you the closest to?
probably Scarlet,
Yeah.
I think, just because that's.
Luca.
Yeah, I am bonding a lot with Luca, and we're getting there. Like
Luca the Raven.
yes, right. Yeah, we're working together. I'm hoping to get him potentially going to shows, and right now he's happy being in his crate. He likes his crate, but he loves his crate way better than he likes me. So we're transitioning from yay, now the crate is a good space, but I'm also a safe space when we're somewhere new.
That's a success story. Getting an animal to love their crate and see it as safety is huge.
Yeah, and he goes right in now. When I go in there with it, he knows. He's like, okay, this is where she wants me in the crate. So he'll go in, but now he just really likes his crate.
That's okay.
Which is fine.
You can make progress from there.
Yes.
Nice. What about Cayenne?
I really enjoy Cayenne. Cayenne is one of our Patagonian cavies. She's our younger one, and I really enjoy her. She's very sassy, very spunky. She knows what she wants.
Yep.
But so shows, I love doing her, or taking her to shows and educating about her. Yeah, I really enjoy Cayenne.
Yeah.
And she gets excited when I go in there. Sometimes she sits on a box and she does her little so I just do it back, and then we just sit there.
It's like this little, it's like a happy hum.
Yeah.
Purr.
And like a hey there.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah. Now I'm doing it. No, see, that's a happy noise.
I know. Yeah, I sit in there. I'll just be in a different enclosure scrubbing, and she hums, so I hum.
And it's a contact call. It's like you're my friend. We're all cool together. It's like it's a hey there.
Yeah.
Hey there. Hey buddy. Yeah. All right. Let's see. We have Evimations asks, has any bird at Animal Wonders laid an egg? Yeah.
Yes.
Many. Not many. Some.
A few.
Chickens, pigeons,
Yep.
doves, constantly laying eggs. And then Maui and Ginger.
does.
Maui and Ginger are green cheek conures, 2 females that have bonded, and they will lay eggs once a year, once every other year. They're not fertile, but yeah, they're perfectly formed. They're good, and I think that's it.
I think so.
I don't think any of the other parrots have laid an egg.
I don't.
Gwen laid an egg
Did she?
3 years ago before we had her.
Oh, okay. I was like, when did that happen?
Tara hasn't laid an egg.
I don't think Rook has ever.
Rook's never laid an egg. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And let's see. Erin asks, what is the new construction from your Instagram story for? It's a secret.
I saw that question earlier, and I was like, I don't know if we're sharing that yet. So
We're gonna do a big reveal. Yeah, I have some people that I need to thank, and just there's stuff going on. That's what kind of that post was like. Hey, there's we're doing stuff. It's exciting.
Stuff is happening.
Yes.
So the
I have
question
a.
asked, we have merch.
We do have merch. Some should probably show up, maybe not on a live stream, but after it's already posted, should show up below. But there's 2 ways you can get Animal Wonders merch. you can go to dftba.com and just type in Animal Wonders. We have our own page there, and they do all of our stuff that we can do international shipping on. They do that. So they'll do our Kimosabi mugs and our T-shirts and stickers and posters. Calendars, when we have those, which we'll have a new one coming out soon. So that's that, and they can do international shipping. And then we do stuff that's a little bit more like not hit and miss. Not seasonal even. It's like when they're available.
Yeah.
So if animals are doing paintings, or if they're shedding feathers, we do that. And then Taylor makes Kimosabi earrings and porcupine quill earrings and porcupine quill necklaces and pendants, and so those are like they're not easily like stockable.
Yeah,
and
it's like us taking our time
Yeah.
to put them together, and it depends when they're shedding.
You can't just order in
things.
bulk.
Yeah.
And so those are, we can't do international shipping on those, and those are on our animal shop on our website. You can access both from our website and our animal shop. But yes, and all the merch, just so you know, all the merch, the proceeds from the merch goes directly to animal care. We are a nonprofit, and so everything we do goes right back into our mission, which is rescuing, caring for animals, and education for them. I have another animal I want to share.
Cool.
I don't know how good it's going to do on camera, but I'm excited. He looks like a plop of mud, and I love it so much. So I'm going to bring him out, and I'm going to move the camera.
I was gonna say, if you want a camera, I can.
I will man this camera.
We've got a little bit of stuff stuck to you.
Look at this hunk.
Here's a hand for size comparison.
Their hand even looks bigger than that. Like, here's, is that better?
Yeah.
Like, he's bigger than my hand. He is bigger than my hand. Hi, buddy. You want to lift him up and like a burger or sandwich, and just show off his awesome face here? Get some light on him.
Get your feet
Oh
up
my
there.
gosh, look at that. This is Jabba. He has gotten huge. He is an African pixie frog, or African bullfrog. And these guys are the second, I believe, largest frog in the entire world. And that is two of Taylor's hands holding him. That is just the big frog. I love Jabba. There we go. He is a character. These guys are ambush predators, and so they will literally just sink their bottom into a puddle, and just like shimmy themselves down into the mud, so just their faces showing. And then if something wanders by, they will open their mouth and stick their little tongue out, and it'll stick to their tongue. And they have big teeth in the front, so they will just latch on, and they will eat anything that fits in their mouth. Oh, look at that mouth. It is huge. It is like literally his entire head is his mouth. So anything that fits in that mouth, he will try and munch on. And even sometimes if it's bigger than him, he will still try and bite it, because they are very driven by motion. So we have to be really careful when we're reaching in that we don't act like a prey item. And we usually come in from, behind him, and then touch him, so he realizes that he's going, I am going to move. Look at those legs.
And then he just
and then he flops
settles
down.
back down.
Oh, buddy, you're so cool. Look at his awesome eyes. Gosh, there we go, in focus. So he has become just a gigantic, amazing example of diversity in our animals, and we love sharing him.
He's
so
just slowly
sometimes
turning away from the camera.
He's like, don't touch it. And then I love his legs in the back. They're just these little legs, and he just uses them to shove himself around and then just shimmy down into the mud. My favorite fact about these guys is that the dads do the parental care. And so once the tadpoles have hatched in their mud puddle that they live in the African savanna, the males will stick around. The females leave, and then the males will stick around and eat anything that tries to eat their tadpoles. And they will, even if they're puddle starts to dry out, they will dig canals to try and get more water into their puddle so that their babies can continue to grow and they won't dry out. You look so grumpy sometimes. And if they're stuck in the same puddle and the water situation is great and they're growing really well, but dad doesn't have any food to eat and stay really strong, doesn't matter. He's got built-in snack supply there. So say he has 100 babies, he'll just snack on like 5 of them, you know, and then 95 will survive. So he'll just snack on his own children to make sure that the rest of them survive. So I would say Dad of the Year. The Dad of the Year award goes to African bullfrogs, but they're disqualified because they eat their kids sometimes.
Yeah. For the 95, he's a great dad.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Statistically speaking, like most of them think he's a great guy. All right, buddy. I wanted to share him with you. Do we have any good questions about him? We can keep him out for just a little bit longer. But I have another animal I wanted to share with you.
Did Jabba ever try to eat your finger?
He has, yeah. But he's actually not very good of an aim. And he doesn't have very far of a reach. And so when he does try and eat our fingers, it is more of like a startle. And we just pull our hand away. And then we go get tongs. Like, we shouldn't be feeding with our fingers. We learned that pretty quick. But yeah, every once in a while, like, I'll be holding his travel crate or something, and he'll see my finger moving on the outside, and he'll think it's a food. Oh, how rude. We had a fly land on him. Buddies. All right, handsome. We're going to let you go back in. He's such an awkward guy to hold. And I love this guy. Look at him. He just plops. Happy boy. Oh, we got Jabba. Let's see. He was probably a year or year and a half old. And let's see if I can get this camera straight again. And I tripped. Oh gosh. The raccoon is not chaos. Everything else is chaos. So we got him. I'll let you in there. Somebody had him as a pet, and they couldn't take care of him anymore, and so they asked if we would take him in, and we happily said yes. You guys are great. They're amazing education animals.
Is that their full size, or they get bigger?
Little bit bigger than that. He is, I'd say he's 4 years old now, ish. Could be a little less, and or more. What's time anymore? I can't
remember where we got him.
We've had him a couple years. And I am covered in raccoon fur everywhere. It's in my nose, it's in my eyes. But they can get bigger. The biggest ones can get 10 inches in diameter, which is about the size of a dinner plate. So he's like 8, 6,
He's
8?
probably 6 to 8.
7.
Yes, 7.
So he could get bigger. Again, individual. Depends on the individual. But he could get bigger. Yeah.
And he's even grown a bunch since we've had him.
Yes. Oh, tons.
He was much smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gotten much bigger. Anything else? Any other questions, Augusto? Okay.
Someone keeps asking about birds been diagnosed with a kidney disease.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What type of foods would you suggest?
To feed them. That's going to be a question for your vet. So if they were diagnosed at I have a raccoon in my eye now. If they were diagnosed with a avian specialist, which is the kind of vet that you'll need to see for that diagnosis, then they are going to be the ones that should be helping you with the diet. So I don't want to give medical advice in the video, without a whole bunch of stuff behind it and a lot of details. So contact whoever gave him that diagnosis. And if you can't, if you don't have access to that person, find an exotic vet to ask. That's going to be your best bet. And good luck.
Yeah,
that's a tough one. Yeah. Okay. Medea27 asks, which of your animals is chattiest with a different species other than with their favorite humans?
The birds kind of chat with each other.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Hands down, they will not stop talking. It got real bad over this last year. Luca his vocabulary has definitely increased. It was Taylor left the beginning of 2020 and or mid 2020, I guess, and that's when Luca really started increasing. He went through puberty. He's becoming a man, and he just started talking more and more and more. And it was really weird because I'd be out working with the other animals, and I would hear Taylor talking, and I would just be super weirded out. I'm like, what? She's not here. And then I thought it was my kids. But I'm like, God, it's Taylor. That's so Taylor's voice. And then I figured it out pretty quick that Luca was saying, didn't know what he was saying, but it was in Taylor's voice. So that was weird.
Yeah.
But they talk to each other all the time. They talk to wild ravens. It actually became a little bit of a problem with filming outside because he won't stop talking. And he sounds like a human yelling in the background and nonsense words.
Yeah, it's all like garbled. It's like,
like you ruined every shot. Stop it, Luca.
Yeah.
But he's just happy. And then I'd say the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Constantly talking. Yeah.
To whoever's listening.
Yeah. Each other.
Or if
and
they
everything.
hear like certain sounds, like bag crinkle noises.
Yes,
then
they're like, oh.
hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Do you want to go our last animal? Did you understand what I just said?
Yes.
All
Shuffle.
right, let's see.
Is there a video of Luca, or can we get a video of Luca? Question.
There's a video of Luca when we first were trying to introduce the ravens.
And
then
the training video.
Yep, Taylor put out a training video on the progress she's made with him. That might be it. I've been wanting to put out like just a camera out there for a while. Mm-hmm. We tried a couple times and they see the camera and they're like, I don't know what that is. Something's new there. We're not going to do anything that we normally do because there is something new there.
Even the training video took forever because he had to get used to the camera being in there and me being in there with a camera in there.
Yep.
So like, even though we had stuff trained, as soon as I brought a camera in, he was like, no.
Changed everything. Ravens are so smart, but they're also very aware and very sensitive. And so when you train a behavior, as soon as you introduce a new variable, it becomes a new behavior. So when I'm talking about like a behavior, it's like you train them to step onto your hand, right? Then you add a crate and ask them to step on their hand. It's not just stepping on their hand with a crate. It is a completely new behavior that they need to learn. Then you have to add like another person there, or you change. Oh, you lost your glove. And now you have to put on a different colored glove, and they're like, oh, sorry, I don't know what you're asking me at all. So it's challenging.
Yeah.
Come on
Is
in.
there a calendar of pictures of animals?
Say that again?
Is there a calendar?
With pictures of animals? Yes, there is. So every year we compile some of our favorite pictures of the animals, and we put them into a calendar, and we sell that. It usually comes out November, like the end of November.
This down just a second.
Yeah. That was good. That was good. There she is. That's Gaia. So that will go up for sale in the animal shop in DFTBA, so we can do international shipping if you want. Sometimes she just takes off, so we're just like, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? Can we go down just a little bit more?
Nice.
There. It's okay if we cut off our heads. That's not the important part. It is the animal.
She is.
Stay tuned for the animal calendar. Woo. Jaden Romero asks, how's the toucan? So Zima, she's doing all right. She's hopping around. She's strong for what she's got going for her. Her leg will never be the same. And are these little hairs? Oh my gosh. She's got two really long, like, just hairs off her back, and they're adorable. And let's go ahead and bring this down. There she goes. So Zima the toucan is doing amazing, and I'm really glad that we were able to get her as healthy as she is.
Your neck, tail,
especially she came in and sorry, it's so shaky. She came in such rough shape. She's doing amazing for that. She can't hop and perch like another toucan might be able to, but she sure can move around on the ground and play with toys. She's an excellent toy player. What are you doing, Gaia? Are you just spinning around in circles because you're not sure which direction to take off? Gaia is a three-banded armadillo, a southern three-banded armadillo. These guys come from South Central South America, and she is using her amazing sense of smell to smell a guinea pig and
the apple.
The apple. It was right there. And a raccoon. I have no idea what she thinks of all that.
I wonder if it's a weird feeling too. I don't know if she's been on like this material.
Oh, this material is weird. You're right. Yeah, it has that scratchiness to it. What do you think? I love her little feet. It always reminds me. Oh, she's got a little clinger onto her tail. There it is. Her tail reminds me of Corn on the Cob.
Yeah. Those little baby corns.
Yes,
the baby
corn. And then I love that she has fur on her belly. And then if you turn her just a little bit, we can see her feet again. Her nails, she has one huge claw right in the front and then one right behind it. And then she's got a little claw on the back. But when she walks around, it makes me think that she's walking on backwards stiletto heels. And she like tip-taps all wherever she goes. Toop, 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 toop. These guys they're pretty quick. They can really get boogie in when they want to. And they go after their favorite food, which is termites. They love to eat bugs, and so they can smell them about 3 miles away. So they will just run wherever they want to go. And if anything scares them, I mean, they'll just like run full blast. And then if something spooks them, they will be in a ball within like a split second.
Do you want me to show the ball?
Sure.
You took them. Perfect.
Perfect ball. And they can just tuck right in there. She is a right-tailed armadillo, and so her tail goes on the right side of her head there. Some will tuck it onto the left side there, but she will. Oh, and she's snuggling in there.
She scooches down.
Goes, I love it. And this is actually her forehead here. Oh my gosh! And then let's show her the back.
He wants you to show more of the armadillo's feet, explain more about it, and show it.
Okay, we'll see a little bit more. If she comes unrolled.
She's there she goes.
Oh, there she goes. Look at that.
She has these little popcorns.
Whoa. You see, okay, so she gets on her back like this, right? So she might, whoa, sorry, camera. She might end up on her back in the wild, especially if a predator comes along and tries to get her and rolls her around, and she ends up right there on her back. But then she will do, oh, she's shivering now. There we go. She can do like a little pop, and she'll pop herself open. And now she's going, oh, that was rude of you. But she will pop herself back over, and she'll never be stuck on her back. Do you want to go on down? There you go, little girl. So if she wants to come back open, we cannot make her come open. But if she chooses to, she'll come back open. And she's just saying start. We can show off her feet. But otherwise, yeah, she has some really interesting toes. And she uses those huge claws, and you can see one of her claws, there she goes, to dig into the termite mound. And termite mounds are very hard on the outside, and I think it gets a little bit too close.
Maybe too close.
Yeah. Look at those huge claws. It's not really in focus, though. There we go.
There.
Is her armor made out of skin or keratin?
So she will use those huge claws to dig right into that hard, like almost cement that termites put on the outside of their termite mound. And so that is why they are so big. And then her front arms are like, they're big and buff. They kind of remind me of anteater arms. because they're just so strong and so much bigger than their back legs. All right, what was the question, Goose?
Her armor, what is it made of?
Ooh, you want to take that, Taylor?
Sure. Yeah, so her armor, there is a bit of skin on the back in between. So the reason they're called three-banded armadillos is because those three bands between their like front and back plate. And in between those three bands, these lighter lines are skin. And that allows her, just like with our hands, it lets her curl and uncurl. It lets her move those plates so she can curl up into that ball. So there is a little bit of skin on the outside, but the rest of this is bone covered in keratin. So it's really, really hard, really, really strong armor made of bone, and then it just has layers of keratin on the outside. And if she didn't have that keratin, it'd be bright white, so she wouldn't blend in. She wouldn't be able to protect that bone as well. So the keratin helps protect her, helps her blend in, camouflage.
She's pushing you. She also loves pushing things, so we give her lots of toys that she can like shove around and manipulate. And I don't think I finished telling that story of how Gaia surprised me with the straw.
Yeah.
So we put a straw bale in with Gaia, a mini straw bale, and I was thinking she might. I know she's all over the place, but. In the morning, so I gave it to her, and I also put a pile of blankets in the corner. And in the morning, she also has a den box. So what she had done was she had ripped apart the straw bale, and so the straw was everywhere. And then I couldn't find her in the straw, but there was a pile of blankets, and she had taken almost half of the straw and put it inside the blanket somehow, and then wrapped the blankets around herself, and she was on the inside of the blanket ball, packed with straw. And I think that might have been one of the most surprising things that an animal did, because I did not think these little legs were capable of maneuvering straw into that. How does that feel, Taylor?
Not great. It's not like they're not sharp, but it just hurts.
It's scratchy, like a dog. Like
like a dog toenail.
She gets frustrated, and she gets
She's like, let me through.
pushy, and so does she have a place to dig? Nina asked that, and we give her enrichment. So her enclosure is dig proof. She has to be temperature controlled in the Montana climate, which is hard. Come here, Gaia. What are you doing? Little selfie. Let's see if I can line up the camera. Oh, there you go. What do you think?
She's like, it's so bright.
Hello. So she has a dig-proof enclosure, but then we provide her with fun things to dig in. She's saying, let me go. Unhand me, human. I need to run. So we're going to say goodbye to Gaia. And we have spent some amazing time with you. I'm going to see if I can set this back up. Goose, you want to... Let's see. Oh. Hey. Oh, it was good.
Now it's got the wobbles.
There. I mean, sure, that works enough. I mean, it's good enough. So thank you guys for spending an hour with us. That guy, it goes so fast, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I want to keep sharing animals with you, but we have to go. We have to go get stuff done. Taylor, you need to leave.
I was going to say,
You're
go
off.
home.
Go home. Say hi to Pascal.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was nice answering questions and talking to everybody.
Yeah, it's fun. I love connecting with you guys, being able to answer questions right off the bat and spending this hour with you. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for all of your support. Thank you to all the super chatters and anyone that donated. I haven't checked yet if you've donated with the donation link. It is in the description below. If you would like to donate, it helps us take care of the animals and keep doing the things that we're doing here. I mean, you can check out what we're doing. We've got like 400 videos showing what we do and the animals. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day and weekend. And if you've started school, woo! And if you're about to start school, woo! I hope it is a wonderful year for you. All right. Bye, everyone.